All right, you guys had a full evening. I'm going to switch it up here in Hollywood, California. And we got a good mix of ages and I'm sure skill levels. And that's cool because what I'm going to talk about applies to everybody. And it's something we probably don't talk about too much. And that's about your being, the way you be, and instead of what you do. Like there's a million ways to talk to a woman, right? And I'm going to just really quickly go through that process of what it means to meet and connect with a woman without getting into a whole bunch of theories and this and that. But essentially, this game's been going on since the beginning of time. No one invented it. It's a natural thing. We're born to play it. We're born to be a part of it. We're born to align with it. And we're supposed to be good at it. So once we accept that and we own that, it's very simple. You say, oh, it's my job to go talk to women. It's my job. I can't go away from it. I can't get my mommy to do it. I can't get my friend to do it. I have to learn to become amazing at it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and go through all the pains and trials and tribulations that it takes to do that. And in fact, if you don't do that, you don't really become a fully developed person. You become a person who lives in fear. Person who's avoiding the pain of loss and rejection, the pain of loss of, I'm the super cool guy, but I'm afraid to go find out about it, right? The pain of what you perceive to be rejection, but when those of us who have crossed those lines, we know there's really no such thing as rejection, and so we start to really learn to have fun with the idea of it and play with it. When perceived rejection comes at us, we learn how to turn that into solid gold, if you will, right? So, this process that we practice, this process that we're all here so fascinated with, which is the how do I meet and connect with women anywhere and everywhere, from a street corner to a subway to a bookstore to an art gallery to a bar, a lounge, etc. I'm talking, good sir. How do I do that? This, to me, is a path to self-actualization, and it always was. So it was always more than how can I get laid. Of course that's important, I'm human. I want to be having sex, I want to have a great sex life. I want to be able to have sex when I want to have sex, just like I want to be able to eat when it's time to eat. I don't want to have to starve. So that's right, and we all should be able to do that. That's our birthright. So it's really important that we do get good at it for us to not become deviant, if you will, or perverted, and I don't mean that in a fun way, like off really way away, you know. But when you're healthy and you eat well and you take care of yourself and you sleep well and you sex well, you're a healthy guy and you can make clear, rational human decisions that are for your betterment and for the betterment of the world. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything we're talking about is good stuff. It's healthy stuff. Sometimes it gets a little politically incorrect. And that's important that it does, because there's very few self-help places anymore that are politically incorrect. Everything's so politically correct that it's disgusting, right? But here we can be politically incorrect, and we have to be in order for it to be true. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So the point I'm saying to you, okay, it's my job. I'm going to learn to do it. Now you hear there's all this guy, and there's that guy, and this famous guy, and this cool guy, and this guy. And you have to look at these guys' lifestyle. And some of you guys might want to be a cocaine addict. I don't know. You might want to be having sex with strippers all day. I don't know. I don't. I never did. Right? And if you are wanting to do that, I'm not the guy you would want to talk to about it. But if you want to live like an amazing lifestyle where you're traveling the world, where you're meeting and connecting with people easily and effortlessly, I'm the guy you want to talk to. If you want to date beautiful women who are not only pretty, not only just pretty, but they're amazing human beings that you'd want to be friends with, that you want to know that better your lives, then I'm the guy to talk to, because that's the walk I walk. Does that make sense? I really walk it. I live in New York City. New York City has some tough people, some smart people, some real character-driven people, because you can't live there and not be that. Does that make sense? So that's cool, and that's why I have so much character. Well, that's one of the reasons why I've developed character, because on those streets is where I came up and I taught myself how to meet and connect with women with these mindsets that I'm about to share with you. Okay? And it's a spiritual mindset. It's a metaphysical mindset. It's a mindset that lets me see beyond it all. When I go up and talk to a girl, it's not, hey, what can I get from you? What can I take from you? How can you satisfy this little bit, this need I have? How can you do that for me? For me, it's about me becoming John Keegan more and more. Every conversation, every exchange I have, it's about me becoming more John Keegan, maybe me helping her become more her in that process. That'd be amazing. It's about me becoming me. It's about my relationship with me. Does that make sense? That's a pretty amazing mindset because there's no fear of rejection. She can smile at me. She can laugh. She can make a frown. She could be out and out nasty to me, which does not feel good, and smiling certainly does. However, none of them are of any consequence in the overall scheme of it. The overall scheme is I'm becoming John Keegan. I'm becoming me. I'm letting go of old beliefs. I'm standing in the face of it all, and that's where I will challenge old limiting beliefs and I'll let them fall, or I'll get consumed in them and they'll hold me back even longer. But I'm not just sitting there reading and talking about it, I'm doing it. And I'm doing it with this amazing mindset that every time I talk to a girl, no matter what the immediate outcome is, I win. Every time. She smiles, she gives me her number, some amazing experience happens, I end up on the top of a rooftop having a glass of wine with her. Any of those things, which are awesome experiences and I'm open to them all, still, it's just me becoming me. Does this sound pretty cool to anybody? Yeah. Yes. Now, of course, along this endeavor, sex happens, which we're also consumed with. Love happens, and also the other side of love happens. Breakups happen, and friendships happen, and little tiny beautiful moments happen. And all along the way, there's one thing that remains the same. It's you. You're still got to be alone with this guy. And there's one fucking place that being alone with this guy sucks is right after a breakup. Has anyone ever been through a breakup? Has anyone ever here been hit by a train, left for the dead wolves eating your carcass after a breakup? Yes, right? And that's where we learn a lot more about ourselves after going through that fucking experience, right? And we build more character and we become stronger men. We go through these kind of experiences enough, we end up having, and we learn and grow from it instead of hiding through drugs or alcohol or food or sex or anything, and we learn from it, we become who we are. We become more and more and more powerful, and we become more and more and more attractive, and we attract better and better and better and higher frequency women into our lives, and experiences and friends. And sir, I have lived this life. This is not from a book.